Peace, love, and balance, everybody. Peace, love, and balance. It's your girl Isha, the goddess of wisdom, also known as Goddess on the Rise, the Copper Queen, the Flower Hoodie Queen, bringing this sacred energy exchange to y'all. Look, y'all, we just had that Pisces blood full moon. Okay, that was yesterday. Or was it the yesterday or the day before yesterday? I think it was the day before yesterday. I actually went to a meditation, a sound bowl meditation that Saturday night, and I could see the moon, and it was beautiful because where we was at, you could see the river, and it was a good skyline, so it was really nice. The meditation I went to, and Sunday was just, y'all know Sunday is the day that I'm closed. It's my self-care Sunday, so I just really just did the inner work that I needed to do, and I hope y'all did the same thing. So look, y'all, the season is changing. We hitting autumn and it's May Boone and stuff like that. And y'all see me, I got my sweater on. I am already cold because it's the temperature that I already start dropping. I think I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and I think it's like in the 50s and 60s and stuff at nighttime. 50s really. And I'm like already starting to drop, y'all. So we better cherish the rest of the sunlight while we can, okay? Cheers to sunlight. So look, y'all, I'm gonna do a fortune teller read today because I feel like we need a lot more information for this particular reading. It's a water full moon, very emotional. So if y'all shedded some tears, or been more emotional, been more expressive, and Pisces is my opposite as a Virgo too. So that's it. Definitely, it kicked in on me too. You know what I'm saying? So if you've been feeling any type of waves of emotions and all that, it was definitely the moon. Okay. If you've been feeling kind of sensitive to, like, you, especially in specific areas that already have either haven't been tended to, healed, memories surfacing black up, you may get triggered a bit more easily. You just a bit more sensitive than you normally are. You need to be aware of that, and that was all the moon. Okay, so you could have lashed out on somebody, been more aggressive or more emotional, more expressive than you normally are because of that moon. And you don't have to be a Pisces at all. You could have some Pisces in your chart, or you could have other water signs in your chart that will activate that emotion in you as well. Okay, so I'm gonna pull from my moon cartomancy deck. I love this deck. I love it because it has the full moon on the back. So we are gonna pull from my astrology deck today. Y'all know I got a moon deck. We need to pull from. I'm trying to make sure I locate it right now because I feel like it's a lot of messages specifically from the moon that we need to know what's going on, what's about to happen. Okay, because I do feel like learning how to express your emotions in a healthy way, good or bad, is something somebody needs to work on. Okay, sometimes somebody doesn't know how to express emotions that may feel uncomfortable. Sometimes, and what I mean uncomfortable, you don't know what is uncomfortable. Sometimes people have a hard time expressing that they love somebody. That's hard for them because in the past, maybe when they've expressed their love to somebody, somebody took advantage of them or did them wrong. You know what I'm saying? So they have a hard time expressing their love to people and just being open to love and trusting that, you can trust yourself to love other people and express that love to people and not think so negatively about the results of that. And some people, like, if they're upset about stuff, they don't know how to express it in a calm manner so they can get through to the other person to understand where they're coming from. Okay, they just fly off the handle. You may start throwing stuff, you may start cussing, or you may start raising your voice and yelling. And so this moon was to help work out all that and calm your waters. You know what I'm saying? So, because I feel like some of y'all, either way, if you don't learn how to emotionally express yourself to people, you're never going to get what you want, and you're never going to get the results that you want. And if, not speaking up for what you want, and then if you keep on expressing yourself in ways that you don't mean to, out of anger, out of frustration, out of whatever, just because you can't control your emotions, it's still going to be bad. You see what I'm saying? Still not going to get what you want. So, that's something we got to work on, okay? If this is resonating, y'all, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all so much. Y'all, we had like 11. I know I'm at 1K, 140 something followers. Let's go. We out here growing, so thank y'all for joining the channel. I want to keep growing, right? I've been working on this channel since 2021. 2021, y'all. All right, that's enough shuffling. I had to get a good shuffle in there. I mean, it's been about over 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes now I've been talking. So I'm gonna cut this down. First, I'm gonna ring my bell, get us in tune with spirit, and I'm gonna deal the cards. I just cut the deck. Earth, air, fire, water, spirits of universe, most high, higher self, and spirit guides, a balanced light, Ancestors known and unknown of balanced light, please come into this space and provide us a divine message for the Pisces full moon. Islam Hotep. Islam Hotep, y'all. Let's go. Ooh, y'all don't know how this looks with the moons all on the back of the cards. I'm gonna show y'all again. Just and I'm laying them out. It's like magical. The moon is magical. All right, first card coming in. Oh, we came in on the ten of spades. What? Oh my God. Okay, okay. We came in on a swords energy, y'all. I was not expecting that. Okay. Now, it's the number 10, so the 10 is a good sign. The number 10 is about completion of a cycle, right? You know, something ended, okay? Then that means something is about to begin. Okay, so this is the swords energy with the spades energy. So it's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's, you know, associated with obstacles and struggles and cutting ties and letting go. Okay, so nothing too alarming, but it sounds like somebody really got to let some stuff go. Like, it's time to let some stuff go once and for all that's really hindering you. So you gotta, I don't like using the word get over stuff, because when you tell somebody to get over stuff, you don't know how much that triggers them, because you can't just get over certain things. Like if you got, you know, molested, raped, you know, somebody murdered your a family member in your face. Thank you so much. It's certain things you just can't you can't expect somebody to get over that. You know what I'm saying? You could, but they have to heal through that. And they are gonna have to, if they want other things to come into their life, they're gonna have to get past those things though. Like say if you lost your husband, you a widow, your wife, you're a widow. You, it's not about getting over the situation, but you are gonna have to get to a level of healing where you can allow something else into your life that you do want. So that's what somebody gonna have to do. That's what so that's what this is pretty much telling for somebody. Everybody's not gonna resonate with the message, okay? So take what resonates and take what doesn't. But yeah, so it's typically just about cutting ties with things that no longer serving you, ending toxic cycles too. So I feel like somebody, you've been doing something on repeat. You've been doing the same thing for years, expecting different results, and the results are never the same, and you are delusional to the fact that nothing is changing, okay? Nothing is changing. Uh Nothing is changing. Excuse me real quick. Yeah, nothing is changing. Nothing is getting better. Nothing is changing, nothing is getting better, and you keep on repeating the same thing and getting different results, okay, and not getting different results, and you're not taking a step back to realize, okay, I've been doing this for a long time, and I know I need to do something different. Now see, that's sometimes your emotions will have you doing it, because you know, doing dumb stuff. That's what I'm saying. Your emotions can have you doing, because you feel like, well, this is what I want to do, and what you may feel may not always be logical. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes your feelings are not logical. So just because you feel like you're doing the best you can and this is what I'm doing, that don't mean you can't do better. You see what I'm saying? So this is already a tough message. That was just one card. This is why I don't be pouring the cartomancy, y'all. The cartomancy reading is deep. So 7 of clubs. Here we go. Some fire coming through. Okay, firing us up real quick. So the 7 of clubs is some Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. The number 7 is a very magical number. Okay, it's about giving and receiving. It's actually about perfection as well. So somebody, you're finally learning how to shine bright in your light. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that, you may have been the type of person that needed people to like validate you or share the light with you, and you didn't know how to shine in your own light, which is a terrible thing, y'all. Because I'm gonna explain something to you. If you do not know this, there's a lot of people out here. You could be married, you could be in families, you could be in tribes, you could be in relationships, and they are allowing other people to borrow their light because they don't know how to shine in their own light. So they stay behind the scenes, and they may pay people to do stuff for them, and they get credit in the background, or take the background credit, and it's their idea because they don't know how to own it. So I'm saying they don't know how to own it. Now, I know some people like it that way. Some people love being behind the scenes. They don't want to be mainstream. They don't want to be front and center. They don't want to be the center of attention. But somebody, it's time for you to get out of that too. It's an emotional reason why you don't like being front and center and the center of attention and being the main theme of something you created. It's an insecurity. That's a doubt. That's a fear. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's some people just don't have it. Like, they're like, just imagine, like, there's a lot of people that write songs, right? They're writers, but they may not can sing for nothing, and they have tried and they've attempted to sing, but they just can't sing, but they can write they butt off, so people pay them for songs. That's different. You know what I'm saying? Some people just have talents for certain things and some people don't. But somebody, you can do what you actually have the gift to do, and you choosing not to do it for some stuff that's is holding you back. That's what it sounds like. It's some stuff that's holding you back. Maybe you got discouraged in the past and you have not found the courage to do it again. You know what I'm saying, living in some type of fear, worried about too much, what everybody else thinks. Is something else that's holding you back, that's not even giving you a fair chance to truly shine bright. Okay, and that is something you need to be honest about with yourself so you can remove it from yourself. Ooh, here go the King of Spades. What? Here come the King of Spades. Okay, so the King of Spades is some more sword energy. Is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Some king coming through. Okay, and y'all know this is a genderless reading, but so take it how it resonates. But this is a masculine card, so it could definitely be a male. But if you resonate with the message, you resonate. Okay, but the King of Spades, like I said, it's an air energy. This king has definitely cut out all the BS in their life. That's the message. They have cut out all the BS, including their own BS. See, that's what I said. They didn't clean house and then clean their house. You see what I'm saying? Oh, it was 11-11 as I was saying that. So they have cleaned house. That means they had cut out all their toxic traits, cut out all their bull crap, cut out any excuses and stuff, and they have held themselves to a higher standard so they can cut other people out because they're done with that type of stuff. And this probably has been alarming to some people because this person literally just recently cleaned out their closet, man. Like y'all know, this is autumn coming. And we supposed to, how they say you gotta do spring cleaning, you gotta do autumn cleaning too. People clean right before the winter because it sucks when you got a whole bunch of stuff in your house during the winter because the winter is already a depressing time because the sun is gone. Okay, the sun is gone. It's not shining bright. You don't have that extra vitamin D frequency and that them rays from the sun to keep you uplifted and keep you, happy and joyful, and thankful every day. So if you got a bunch of clutter in your house, including people, if you got a bunch of physical items that remind you of somebody that you don't want to remember, clothing, people, all in your household, it's going to be tough. So somebody just probably sound like somebody may have kicked somebody out, like somebody kicked somebody out, broke up with somebody or something like that. But like somebody just went through a big ending because they like, I'm ready for what's better for me. Okay. Now this person is in a very sensitive place, so they're not about to jump into anything. It's not giving me the energy of them jumping into anything, but they are in a place that they will never get involved with anybody else, whether it's business, relationship, family ship, unless these people are solid. Let's ring the bell. That's just where they at. They like, it doesn't really matter at this point in life. He not in a hurry to get a man or a woman. He not in a hurry to get a friendship or nothing like that. He just like, only thing welcome here is positivity, period, point blank. And I draw the line. They don't drew the line. And that means they're not asking for something that they're not being. Okay, so they're focused on their peace. They're focused on their peace right now, nothing else. Okay. Ooh, 3 of hearts. Yes, let's go. 3 of hearts. All right, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay. Ooh, 13 as I said that. Okay. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, 3 of hearts. Okay. So yes, and they are ready for love. This person is a very loving person. They could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus. But this person has always been a family-oriented person. That has been this person's weakness. Okay. This person is very family-oriented. So this person had a hard time cutting off people that were tearing them down, taking advantage of them, taking them for granted, using them for all their good qualities and stuff because they love people. They love the people, especially the people that they love, right? So it was hard for them to just turn their back on people, even if they wasn't even doing them right. And that was harming them too. Because what was happening, they had too many people around them using them and taking advantage of them. Then when they got somebody in the picture that was good for them and will give them the respect and love that they deserve, they would use them. Because that's what happens if you're already being used, y'all, by other people that you think they love you or you love them. All you're going to do when somebody does come into your life that truly loves you, you're going to neglect them because you're too busy taking care of all these other people. So now you can't love the person back that's actually pouring into you the way that these other people are not. Let's ring the bell. You're gonna neglect the person that actually loves you and deserves all the love that you're giving other people that's not even loving you back and wouldn't even be there for you. Okay, somebody had to learn this the hard way. So and they actually, it sounds like they actually have lost or ruined a relationship this way. They was too busy taking care of everybody else, but the person that was actually taking care of them in ways that somebody, all the other people they was pouring into wasn't. And it didn't make no sense. So you expect them to just be in this relationship with you and they doing everything you need, but then you can't give them nothing in return because you got all these other people you got to take care of that you're prioritizing that don't prioritize you. They don't even, that's what I'm saying, man. They weren't even prioritizing you the way that the person that's loving you in your life, like your spouse or something, was prioritizing you, and you got the nerve to neglect them and have them feeling less than and not important and no, so they don't learn. That's what I'm saying. They haven't been innocent. They had to learn, and they were heartbroken by this because had they been aware of this, they probably could have still been in this relationship. They probably could have, because the person sounded like they drove their person mad. It get you. That's what I'm saying. People don't want to admit that you had something to do with why that partner or that friendship fell apart. Don't act like you were just completely innocent. Stuff just don't naturally just fall apart like that. Sometimes it do, but some of these situations, people be in denial about their part in the destruction of their situation, the self sabotage. You know what I'm saying? And but you don't learn that. So that's what I'm saying. This person's already emotional. They're like they're kind of they're doing everything they can not to beat themselves up about this. They're finally in a place where they're like, I'm done beating myself up about this, but they're still disappointed in the fact that they allowed this to happen. They actually are taking accountability. That doesn't mean the relationship didn't need to end because he or she realized it's already ruined and it was too much damage to fix, and he didn't want to do it or she didn't want to do it. They like, it's too much. It would take too much to do it, so they rather just heal alone and move on and try again someday. But they not in a hurry though. That's another thing. They not in a hurry because they done had enough. They sound like they're older too. This person could be in their 40s or 50s or something, or something like that. And but either way, they're more mature now, and they don't have time to be doing that kind of stuff anymore. Okay. Ooh, two of Pentacles, because they focused on their money. They focus on their money. All right, two of diamonds, right? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Engine. Y'all know it's Virgo season. I'm gonna do the Virgo season reading real soon. Y'all know it's Virgo season for me, so Mama about to do her thing. I'm gonna be offline for like a good week because I'm about to go shake it for my solar return. Okay, but yeah, the two of Pentacles. That's what they focus on right now. They're like, you know what? It's time to focus on my money. So they back focusing on what they've really been needing to focus on anyway. Two of Pentacles, okay? They've been needing to get their career in a place that they haven't been able to get it in because they had too much on their plate anyway. That's the truth. I know this for a fact from experience because I have been in relationships, with people with children. I don't have any children, but I have been in a relationship and been in like a co-parenting situation. So it is a lot. And they weren't even my children. I've also, and just in my family, helping families, cousins and siblings, my nieces and nephews, and just the family ship of it all it's a lot when you are active family member and you really be showing up for everybody. Your family can wear you down. I'm sick, or your spouse. You know what I'm saying? So as a person that's been through all that, I know for a fact that you really can't get anywhere with a bunch of baggage. It's hard. If you got mouths to feed, if you got a wife or a husband to support, or a big family that depend on you, it's going to be harder to reach the goals that you want to reach because you got too much on your plate, especially if they're not contributing to the empire that you may be building, the business that you may be building. They have to at least be helping. But even then, sometimes say they helping you, they helping you with your business, right? But then they expecting more money from you than they would get at a average job these days. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize you can't pay them that much because you're not in a position to, because you building and you got to invest. See what I'm saying? They don't get that stuff. They don't get that stuff, and they don't want to go through what it's going to take to get through for y'all to get to that place of success. So sometimes you're better off doing it on your own and building with other people that y'all can actually benefit each other. See what I'm saying? You got to do this solo. So somebody has figured that out too. It's like they need support. They may be a person that they really, really love having somebody. They love working for somebody. That's what it sounds like too. They love coming home saying, they doing this for themselves, obviously. And that's what they have to learn. They got to learn how to do whatever you do it for you. And then you can share it with other people that you love. But don't ever just do something strictly for other people. Do it for you. Because if they're not there, could you have the strength and the resilience to keep pushing forward? You see what I'm saying? So this person loves having somebody to do something for them. Maybe they love being like, I'm out here working for my wife. I'm out here working for my kids. Or I'm out here working for my husband, my family. You know what I'm saying? So, but they're going to have to get out of that. You got to work for you. You're here by yourself. The bottom line is most of us was born by ourselves. You weren't born with your spouse. You met your spouse later on in life. You know what I'm saying? So, and you may, even if you're married, when you pass away, you're gonna pass away without them. Y'all may not pass away at the same time. So that's what I'm saying. You got to still always love you, and you always got to have a relationship with you and what you want in life. And of course, with the combination of the people that you have taken on as a responsibility and a reliability, and a priority in your life. That's another thing. Don't take on stuff. See, that's another. I don't like when people do this. Don't take on all these responsibilities in your life and then neglect them. You ask for all these people in your life, but now you don't want to be there for them because it's too much. Then you don't need them. You see what I'm saying? Don't be selfish. Ooh, Queen of Diamonds. Let's go. All right. This is a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So it sounds like they about to meet their match. See, that's what happened when you start focusing on yourself, sticking to the original plans, instead of distracting yourself with all this other stuff because you don't want to be lonely and you don't want to be, you need some motivation or whatever the case may be. Here come the queen. See, this queen is about her business. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Let's go. Let's ring the bell. Where y'all at, earth signs? This is for us. This is a message for us, okay? So this person is about their bag, and it is a woman, but remember, take it how it resonate. But this person is about her bag, she's about her business, and she's about herself, okay? You ain't never met no person like this before. So even if you come into her life and she like you, she's not gonna put you before herself, her career, and her well-being. Period. Okay, period. And this is the type of woman that this man needs, because he's had too many women or men, take it how it resonates, that have totally dropped everything for him because they want him to stay or her to stay, take it how it resonate. They're scared losing him because they are low self-esteem. They don't value themselves. So they end up valuing him or her more than they value themselves. And then when that doesn't work out because they start to feel empty and left out and they don't, you know what I'm saying? It falls apart. So they need somebody to love themselves and care about themselves so this can be equal. Like, you're going to have to pour into me as much as I'm about to pour into you, but don't ever expect me to love you more than I love myself. That's never going to happen, okay? You're not supposed to do that, y'all. You're not supposed to love your spouse more than you love yourself, okay? You're not supposed to do that. I don't know who taught us that, but that's a lie, okay? That's a lie. You're not supposed to love your spouse more than you love yourself, because we've had situations where spouses were sick and dying, and people stop caring about people when they start going through the roughest stuff. You don't really know your partner until y'all really go to a really serious ordeal, like life and death situations. How did they show up when you may have been fighting cancer, or you know what I'm saying, when you had COVID? Y'all had COVID. I was sick in the bed, and I ain't gonna lie, I was shocked that I had a few family members actually checking on me, because they ain't never checked on me before. So I was like, dang, it took me to damn near die for y'all to check on me and actually start getting me things and helping me. I was like, no wonder people like being sick. You get more out of it. If you're well, people don't want to help you get better. But if you sick and dying, oh, everybody show up, giving you money, donations. It's like, where was all this at so I could prevent this? That's what I'm saying. We got to learn how to relearn love. Love is not only being there for people at their worst. It's actually being there for people at their best. Because you want to see them win. It's being there for each other at their worst and their best. But some people only be with you when you're at your best, and they leave you when you're at your worst. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy out here, okay? But this person has learned all that. So they that's why they just focus on themselves first, because they done been through it all. They done been through people leaving them when they're at their worst, or only want to be around when they're at their best. So they like, regardless, I'm going to be there for me, and you can leave or come, baby. But either way, I'm not leaving me. Okay, let's ring it out. That's this person's attitude. They're like, I'm not leaving me. So you can do whatever you want to do, baby, but I'm not leaving me. And that's the attitude you're supposed to have, all right? And that's how you get this bag. Let's ring the bell. This is all money from here. This is all money from here. Ten of Pentacles, baby. Okay, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, energy. This is Ten of Pentacles. Exactly. This is Ten of Diamonds. You have completed the cycle of no longer being broke, okay? Money is going to come to you plentiful, okay? So you might as well start living your life like it's golden, okay? Living your life like it's golden. Take the trips, okay? The money going to come to you. The universe can't give you a life that you're not giving yourself. So if you show them this is what I want, they're going to provide the abundance for the lifestyle that you're living. So if all you're doing is waking up every day, going to work, going to school, and going back home, then they're going to only provide you with the wealth to go to work, go to school, and come back home. But if you start taking the risk and doing other things, they will continue to give you the money for that, okay? All right, so just remember that, okay? But it's your time. This is what it sounds like. It's your time. It's your season. All right, it's the season of a lifetime. I don't like just saying it's your season, okay? Because seasons, it's your season of a lifetime, okay? Eight of clubs. Let's go with this fire, baby. Eight of clubs. All right. Virgo, Taurus. Excuse me, hold on. Not look, that's Earth. Excuse me. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. Excuse me, y'all. The number 8. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. So somebody, you about to be shining bright infinitely. Let's ring the bell. You about to be shining bright infinitely. Like the chapter that you just stepped into, the life, the cycle that you just broke is about to have you set for life. For life. Y'all know this is 8 is associated with the infinity symbol where it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. All right. Like Erica Badu said, on and on, baby. It's going on and on. You're not going to have to worry about nothing. You have finally unlocked all your, you unpacked your bags. That's what, remember, not Beyonce, but Erica Badu had that song called Bag Lady. She said, Bag Lady, you going to hurt your back dragging all them bags like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was symbolism of the bags was symbolism of emotional and baggage, stress, anxieties, depression, wounds, and just weighing you down. You need to lighten your load. You need to unpack that stuff once and for all. So somebody finally done unpacked that a lot of their wounds. Like even me, I got one bag when I go on a trip. I got one suitcase. Unless I'm going on a business trip where I'm gonna have to have like maybe two things of luggage. I travel light. I travel light. You know what I'm saying? So pack. What she say? Pack light. Pack light. This is the light. This is the light load, baby. Pack light. This is lighten your load, baby. Stop taking on so much weight. And you got your own stuff that you releasing. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. People that have taken the most pain in life always stacking on some more pain. You don't got immune to pain because you know how to handle it. That's what you think. I got it. No, you don't. And you need to unlearn that. Stop being used to pain. Unpack that stuff. That's not your friend. That's not your friend. Okay? All right, so we got 2 of clubs. Let's go. Cause somebody about to meet their boo. This is your twin flame, baby. This is a twin flame energy. So y'all gonna be rich and shining bright. Ooh, hold up. Y'all gonna be rich and shining bright. Okay, you see that? Two of diamonds and 2 of clubs, okay? So you and your boo are going to be doing very well financially. And y'all are in a very happy place. Y'all is shining bright. Y'all in balance and harmony with yourselves, with your emotions, with your purposes, with your careers, even with the people around you. You probably learned how to build with people now. Somebody, the energy I'm shining, somebody knows how to love and be loved again from a family ship place. You know what I'm saying? I feel like something about that type of love was ruined for you, and you I feel like you've been through some hardships with your family specifically. You maybe whether it's a blood relative or you was adopted or whatever the case may be. So there's always been a wound for you in the family area. So now you're about to find your soul tribe, your family, and I do feel like you may you may meet your twin flame first, and they may bring you in to around a better people that you've never been around before. That's what I'm saying. That's the inspirator. For some of y'all, this name may not resonate with you, but it sounds like somebody's about to meet their twin flame, and y'all not gonna immediately just start dating. It's gonna be on some family shit. They're gonna treat you like family, and for you're gonna get introduced to a large group of people that love each other. They love themselves. They love each other. They building together, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I want to be a part of this. You see what I'm saying? Because this is something you always wanted, and then it sounds like you and this other person gonna hook up and y'all gonna join the tribe. Y'all gonna be a family together. So congratulations. But they coming. See, look. 4 of clubs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy. So it's about number 4 is about stability and security. So yes, this person is very stable and secure, and they are not insecure. I feel like in the past, maybe both of y'all, but at least one of y'all had insecurities. But y'all have all had insecurities in your past because y'all been through people, dissing you, picking other people over you, making you feel like you're an option. And you know what I'm saying? But both of y'all are in very secure places, okay? It doesn't matter if it's about your personal security, about yourself, about your career, about your emotions and all that. But y'all know y'all worth. That's the message. Y'all know y'all worth. And there's nothing anyone could come into y'all lives and to take that away from y'all. Y'all are in this place. Y'all, which is a great place to be in. Ooh, wait. Okay, here go another sword. We got the spade energy. So we only got 2 spades. Oh no, 3. Because we had that king of spades too. I told y'all about him. So now we got the 8 of spades, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Y'all know the 8. So the message is though, see, once you get to where you need to be, y'all know the spiritual warfare is up. The spiritual warfare is going to be up for a while because this is the spiritual warfare, okay? And the battle is on. And that's why we are supposed to be working with our ancestors. We are supposed to be getting in tune with our original heritages and paying homage to these individuals, connecting with trees and Mother Earth. That's what I'm saying, doing universal magic, gardening, giving gratitude to the earth, grounding, you know what I'm saying? Doing our moon rituals, okay? Celebrating the seasons. Like we about to go into May Moon. So we need to be celebrating the autumn equinox, and then we need to be celebrating the winter solstice. That's how we start the spiritual warfare. You got to help Mama Universe and the universe. See what I'm saying? Because from which we came. So the battle gets easier once you're surrounded by people that they are fighting the same battle as you. The numbers are great. It's infinite. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got unlimited soldiers. It's ring the bell. Y'all got universal soldiers. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Let's ring the bell. Y'all got universal soldiers on your team now. You see what I'm saying? You can't be the only strongest one on the team. That's how people like, that's what they do. You know how they have a star player, like Kobe was a star player. Michael Jackson was a star player. LeBron James was a star player. They always have these star players and they be wearing that star player out. And they be having to, and if they have to, the only time they can really give the star player a break is when he's gotten the game so far ahead that he could take a break to sit down and rest himself. But then they got to put him back out there because they can't lose the game. They can't win the game without him. See, them days is over. Them days is over. We can't just keep having only star players. Everybody got to be strong. We need a team. We need a team, the squad, the game. Everybody got to be ready to play. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at now. Ooh, oh my God, the biggest one of them all, y'all. Oh, that means something coming, baby. This is a spade, the ace of spades, okay? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. New beginnings coming through. Okay, somebody is about to have to let go of a lot. No, you know what? Somebody's about to have to let go of what they think is a lot for a whole lot more. You got to be strong with the decision. You're going to have some choice. You literally got a big decision to make very soon where you could keep holding on to what you think is a lot because maybe it's all you've ever had and you've had it for so long and it has protected you and secured you for this long time, but now it's time for more. It's literally time for more. Like you don't even have to want it necessarily, but it wants you kind of thing. Let's ring the bell. It wants you. Your higher self is screaming to you like you got more in store for you. And this life, this little low ball life that you keep living, that we're happy that you're grateful for, you deserve so much more. See, that's another thing. When it's time for us to have more, we don't even want it. We're scared to be successful sometimes. We're scared to leave people behind because a lot of success comes with endings. And this is a swords energy. This is a new beginning. So it's certain things, I've told you, it's certain things, people, places that you're going to have to completely detach from. They're not on your level. And they're not going to be able to assist you where you're going. So it's not going to be a point. Like I'm going to explain something to you. I've been through this before. It's not going to be a point. No pharaoh is still talking to somebody they friends with in the 5th grade if that person is not a pharaoh. It's just not going to happen. He's outgrown that person. What are they doing now that's going to help this pharaoh? You see what I'm saying? He's a pharaoh now. He has a whole empire to focus on. What he looked like talking about, man, remember that time we was in class in the 5th grade? Now, I'm not saying he wouldn't do it, but who's going back down? You a pharaoh. It's time to rise above. And a lot of times you have to rise above the people that you grew up with. You can love them to life and back, but they are going to keep holding you back until you release them and get in circles with better people that are at the places that you want to achieve. But you can't keep people with you that have not achieved anything that you want to achieve. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. You're just going to stay where you're at, stuck in a cycle. Bottom of the deck, y'all. Eight of Hearts, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Yes. Somebody, you about to manifest infinite love. Like, you're about to manifest the type of love that you've always wanted. And I'm not getting just strictly relationship and marriage kind of love. This is love. You about to have people that love you and care about you like more than probably your birth family ever cared about you, because they see you. They see you. Look at my hearts on my, look at this. Look at my hearts on my sweater, on my skull. Look at all my hearts. But they see you. They see your heart. They see your intentions. They see your pain and how you overcame it, and you stayed in grace and harmony and balance. And they want to be a part of making sure your energy and your message and your love gets spread is everywhere on some Christ energy. Let's go. See, that's what people don't get about Christ, about what they teach us anyway. Christ was the light bringer, and he got support from a large number of people to spread his light, because his energy and his message was needed, and we needed to take notes. It wasn't about worshiping him technically. It really wasn't. He was just a living example of what we should all live by. Okay? So he was put on a pedestal for that, because he had a great image that kept the people at peace. And it eliminated war. You see what I'm saying? It eliminated war. It eliminated stress. It eliminated anxiety. There was peace among the people. That's what this is about. So look, I'm going to pull for, this is my Mystic Moon deck. I am selling this deck right now. It's on my website, goddessontherise.life. This is a very powerful deck. I know we having a solar eclipse or something like that right now. We just had. So this has all that. It has all the different solar eclipse, different moon phases with a zodiac sign attached to it. And I love that about this deck. It's a very powerful deck, okay? Alright, Goddess on the Rise. I like, if y'all would like to support me and get something from my website, I do got some new stuff that just came in. I've uploaded everything I got in stock is already updated on my website. And anything that's not on there yet is because it's on the way. Okay, it's on the way. You know, shipment been crazy. See, you got it. So people don't get during the holidays. Everybody start getting their holiday stuff now, because if you don't, shipping get really backed up. If you try to wait to the month of November and December, oh, it's nuts. So I'm getting stuff early, and it's been bagged up already. I had to wait longer than I normally used to, waiting for something to ship. Normally they're able to ship immediately, but people done got smarter. People done start ordering stuff at the same time now, so they had the same problems happening. But at least but look, it's still better to get it in now, because you'll get it before what they call Christmas, the winter solstice, whatever, Kwanzaa, all that. You got to get the stuff in now. All right, so look, hold on, one more shuffle, y'all. Yeah, we need these moon messages. That's what I'm feeling right now. We need moon messages, okay? Okay, here we go. First card, full moon in Gemini. Where my Gemini's at? Full moon in Gemini. So this card says the twins duality. Embrace the two sides of yourself and find balance in your relationships, harnessing the energy of the full moon's duality. So we pulled the two of diamonds and the two of clubs. Remember I told you about the balance, right? So somebody needs to embrace both sides of themselves, okay? You could be a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus, you know, or just have some Gemini placements in your chart. So I tell people, it's as above, so below, as within, so without, okay? Sun and moon. So you can't only be in your sun energy and not be in your moon energy. You can't not only be in your moon energy and not be in your sun energy. So y'all know me, I'm a big lunar worker. And I've been in my moon energy for a while, but now I'm learning how to be in my sun energy too. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing more sun baths instead of moon baths. I've been taking my baths in the sun to soak up the sun with the moon energy. So that's creating great balance, because a bath is already a water element, which the moon controls the water. So anytime you take a bath, that's moon energy. Spiritual baths are connected to the feminine energy, okay? But when you take a sun bath under the sun, you're tapping into that masculine presence of the sun combined with the moon. And I do notice the difference. Okay? So somebody needs to focus on that. Now, total solar eclipse. Listen up. What's up? What's up? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Ain't we having a eclipse right now? This blood moon eclipse? Look at that. Look at this message. Listen up. It says total solar eclipse, the cosmic reboot. And I felt it. Goodness gracious. The total solar eclipse is a rare and powerful event that can bring about significant change. Use this card to harness the energy of the eclipse and release any limited beliefs or patterns. Didn't I just say we got to release a lot of stuff right now? Didn't I just say that about spring cleaning versus winter cleaning and autumn cleaning and stuff? Let this stuff go, y'all. This is a reboot. The energy is out there. New moon in Taurus. Where my Taurus at? New moon in Taurus. It says the Earth's nurturing. Focus on grounding and nurturing yourself and those around you, tapping into Taurus sensual and steady energy. Okay. Now, since we're in Virgo season, you could, if you have a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or other placements, there's nothing wrong with you tapping into that earth energy right now. That's pretty much what you need because Virgos are very grounded as well. So you need to ground. Somebody saw Taurus. Listen up. Full moon in Aries. What? Oh my God. Hold up. We put the full moon in Gemini and full moon in Aries. Gracious. All right. So we got the warrior fury. Embrace your inner warrior and stand up for what you believe in, using the full moon's illumination to gain clarity and strength. What did I tell y'all about being strong and stuff like that right now? And about this being a spiritual warfare. So you're going to have to like learn how to fight. Okay, spiritually learn how to fight. And the best way to learn how to fight is working with your ancestors. Okay, so it says you got to stand up for yourself and stand up for what you believe in, and and have strength. Okay, inner warrior. So yeah, if y'all got some wounds that y'all need to address that's causing you to be weak and be in fear, those things need to be addressed right now because you can't be a weak soldier. You can't be weak out here. This spiritual warfare is not for the weak, baby. So many people I have reached out to. So I actually started reaching out to people because I could feel people's energy. Once you've been in my energy and I care about you, even if we ain't talked in a year, I can feel when you're going through something. So there's some people I recently reached out to, and we got to talking. And yep, they was telling me they've been going through it, and I can feel it. I can feel it. So but something told me to check on them. That's my Virgo energy. I'm like, what's been going on? You know what I'm saying? Because I know I've been out of the loop about, how you been. So everybody been talking about how they've been going through a lot right now because I know we've been having all these other planetary shifts going on, but we are in a Pluto Aquarius conjunction for a minute. That's the bulk of what we really going through. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 on that. The Pluto and Aquarius planetary shift that we're in right now. Those are the two planets of transformation. I mean, the planet and the zodiac sign of transformation, and it's an air energy, and this is the age of Aquarius. That is what's making us. Some of us are even fighting the change because the change may look like my mama not gonna be in my life, my daddy not gonna be in my life, my husband not gonna be in my life, my wife not gonna be in my life, my kids not gonna be in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, when I say kids, I'm not talking about small children. So if you got children that are small, that are not of age, and they still living in the house with you, this eliminates them. But I'm talking about grown kids that you can outgrow your kids. Parents have spiritual awakenings, and they feel responsible because say you had a spiritual awakening, but what you having a spiritual awakening about now is not how you brought them up. That happens, y'all. So you spiritual now. Maybe you brought them up Christian. So now they like, Mom, I'm this now. And then they don't want to listen to you because why should they listen to you when you taught us this and now you want to teach us this? So you gotta have to get over that. You taught them what you knew. Not get over that, but you got to heal through that. You taught them what you knew. They're grown now. And they where they're at. You know what I'm saying? They where they're at. So and you gotta go on. You see what I'm saying? You're not gonna have to pay for that. You taught them what you knew. And you chat and you came back to teach them better and they didn't want to listen. So that's you gotta forgive yourself for that stuff. So bottom of the deck, it got the waxing gibbous. Waxing gibbous, y'all. So it has really the waxing gibbous is a time of almost reaching your goal. So somebody almost there. And the energy of this card represents the final push towards success. Keep going, you're almost there. Let's go. Keep going, you're almost there. Okay, so look, y'all. Spirit is telling me to pull from my moon stones. Yeah, they just want us to focus on moon message. This is gonna be a different type of reading. But you heard what it said. It said keep going. You're almost there. So somebody, if you've been thinking about giving up, don't. You're almost there. You literally are right there at the bricks of this breakthrough. Okay. So look, y'all. I do moon readings. Okay. If you want to do a moonstone reading, you can get one of my moonstones. So I'm gonna pull from this, and then I'm gonna wrap this reading up. Okay, I haven't done this in a while, y'all. That's why they like do it. So we got the 3. I think this is one of the half quarter moons. Okay, the 3, number 3, y'all. Listen up, the number 3. So let's see what moon that one is. Okay, this is the message. All right, so this is the first quarter moon. So pay attention. Something come the first quarter moon, y'all need to be looking out for. It got time to take action. Obstacles, do not waver motivation, push ahead and continue forward. And what did we just read for that wax and gibbies? Everything, the messages, the moon is just telling you. It's, you see how this last wax and gibbies moon said, keep going, you're almost there. This one is saying, don't face obstacles, don't waver motivation, push ahead and continue moving forward. So somebody, that means you're about to be going through some stuff that may be discouraging you to keep moving forward, and it's getting discouraging. Like, and that's why I tell people, that's why it's so important about not hanging around people that are not encouraging, or not even on the same, sometimes them not being on the same path as you, and focus on the same things as you is discouraging, because you can't talk to them about anything. You can't talk to them about things that you're going through. Like me, okay, I got another indigenous sister. She from Arkansas, but she lives here in Tennessee now. And she identifies as a Mer, like me, as an indigenous woman. And we were just talking about how this time of year be kind of tough, because, it's tough. Ancestrally, autumn and the winter solstice is tough, because that was the time they was celebrating Thanksgiving. And we know what Thanksgiving originally was about. So yes, it always, it hurts, it's emotional for us, because we're in touch with our ancestors now, so we can feel what they was going through. But other people, I can't talk to them about stuff like that. They don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't resonate. So I'm saying, so that's what I mean. It's simple as that. Being around people that can resonate with things you're talking about and things you're going through and stuff makes a big difference. All right. Somebody just made a post about that. It really is a big difference when you're in a room full of people that y'all are the same. It makes a huge difference. So somebody's time for you to get around your tribe, or only be around people like you. All right. We got the number 6. I think this is 6. So 3 and 6, y'all. 3 and 6 for my number, people. Y'all know this is lots. This is like lots, y'all. This is a random selection. This is lots. Go and watch my lots versus runes reading. It's going to be a treat for you. So this one is, okay, so this one is a waning crescent moon, okay? So this is what the waning, so pay attention. So pay attention if you're a moon worker. You maybe need to tap into the next waning crescent moon too. And this is what you need to be working on. It has rest, reciprocate, surrender to relaxation, time to recharge, and don't feel guilty about it. So some of y'all been working yourselves to death. Y'all been working yourselves to death. You keep going, never taking breaks. And I mean taking a break. That means letting your brain not think for a minute, which is what meditation is good for. Shutting the brain down. Somebody, you need to do meditation because you're running yourself raggedy, okay? You don't realize how much strain you're putting on your brain because you're always constantly tapped in. So I'm saying you need to tap out for a minute, okay? Tap out. I know somebody's scared about tapping out because they scared they're going to shut down permanently. No, you're not. You need a break, okay? Give your crown chakra a break. Give your third eye a break, okay? Somebody, you know who I'm talking to. Chill. Somebody need to chill. All right. You know you're doing the most. And you know you're exhausted mentally. And you just can't stop. And you're like, I got to do this. No, you don't. You can take a break. Everybody need a break. All right. So now we got 7. 5, 6, 7. All right. Hold on. Give me a second. I got tangled up there. The number 7, the stone 7. So we got 3 on the board, 6 on the board, and 7. All right. Listen to these numbers, y'all. 7. So that's another quarter moon too. See, look, we got 2 of those. We got both. So we got the first quarter moon first. And this is the third quarter moon. So look, something come the third quarter moon, y'all. Release and let go of bad habits. Time to cut the cord of what does not serve you. We've been talking about that the whole reading. It's time to let go, y'all. What y'all, this is the whole reading is coming out about letting go. Somebody been holding on to stuff that's not serving them. It's just not serving you. Somebody got a big heart. Somebody got a big heart. They just don't feel good about having to turn their back on people or letting people go or just moving on because it feels like they let people down. And I feel like you take too much on your plate. See, this is why they pulled the other card about you need to rest and reciprocate. Somebody, you always taking on too much of a load. Just because you are able to withstand something doesn't mean you're supposed to do it. Okay? That don't mean you're supposed to take yourself to that capacity because you can fall apart just as fast. So stop taking on so much. Golly, somebody, you're taking on too much. Dang. You taking on too much weight. All right, we're going to put the last on and I'm wrapping this reading up, y'all, because y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I'm this time of year. I'm actually exhausted myself. I naturally hibernate like a bear. I tell people I must have been a bear or something. I must have been an animal that hibernates in the wintertime because during the wintertime, y'all, I have to be like taking sea moss and stuff like that to be awake because I'm not as energetic. I'm just not. That's why I used to take the winters off, y'all. But it's been too busy to even do this. So I've been having to up my vitamins, up my herbs, up sea moss and stuff to give me more energy because I got to keep going. And I still got to remember to rest and do my self-care so I won't burn myself out. But yeah, I'm not the most energized person in the wintertime. I never have been. I've been like this since I was a child. Even when I was little, they used to have trouble with me in school. I'd be falling asleep in school, falling asleep at church. My mama didn't understand. I couldn't. This is my off season. This is my off season, but mama working this season. All right, here we go. Mama having to work. All right. Oh my God, y'all. Look, 8. So we got 3, 6, 7, 8. That is not a coincidence. 3, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So the number 8, and we pulled a couple of eights today. So we pulled 2 8s. So we got 888 on the board, y'all. 888 on the board. We got actually 4 8s. We got the 8 of hearts, we got the 8 of clubs, and then we got the 8 of spades. So we don't got the 8 of diamonds, I don't think. And then we got the 8 on the moonstone. So we got 4 8s on the board. They telling you infinite changes are upon you. Infinite bliss is upon you. Okay. All right. So that stone is gonna be the Wayne and Gibbons, and we just pulled that. Okay, look, y'all. We pulled the bottom of the deck was the Wayne and Gibbons card. Remember about keep going, you're almost there, and you just pulled the same stone. The Wayne and Gibbons stone. So we got two signs. Let's go back with this. It's an interest. It got introspection, meditation, time to express gratitude, reflect on goals and habits. And what did I just say about that other one about getting rest? So somebody you need to meditate and take some time to express gratitude and be grateful for where you're at, but you're going to slow yourself down and meditate through this. And so you can really reflect on things to be grateful for and realize where you are and come back to the present moment. And then it says, it got reflect on goals and habits. Okay. So also it's time for you to reflect on your goals. So that's another thing. Sometimes we get so caught up in achieving our goals. We don't realize at certain points of your career or your achieving your goals, you got to do some self-reflection to make sure you're actually meeting your goals, and because it may be time for another step and you still on this one step and it's time to move up. Like me, y'all remember I went from being a vendor, which I still go out and vend, and I did my YouTube. I'm doing that. I'm doing readings, and then I opened up a shop. I got a shop people could come to now, but now I'm doing events. You got to keep moving on up. See what I'm saying? You can't get stationary with nothing. If you want to progress and grow and expand and truly manifest your more goals, you got to keep moving up. So now I'm hosting events now, and I got the Witches Conjuring Festival coming up, y'all. It's on the Halloween, and I also have a your winter market this in December coming up, and I'll be sharing those flyers are already shared on my social media platform. So you have to go to my social media, and all this information at the end of the videos if you want to see those flyers, and they're on Eventbrite if you want to please RSVP because RSVP it helps me know who's coming, y'all. Okay, for myself and our vendors. Okay, but yeah, it's time. That's what I'm saying. It's time for change and moving on up. Peace, CJ, untouched. It's time to move on up. Never stay stagnant. Never get comfortable. Keep growing and expanding. Okay. And if something is in your way right now that's preventing you from growing and expanding, that this is your cue to let it go. This is your cue. Message from the moon. Let go of all things holding you back from your highest good. Okay? Because that means it's not serving you and it's blocking you. If it's not serving you, it's blocking you by default. Okay, I'm happy I did this. Look, that was the message. See, when I do card message reading, that message is so thick, I don't need to pull from so many other cards. All I need to pull from is one oracle card for the moon and then the moon stones. And this is a medley. We had 53 minutes. You see what I'm saying? How much came out with less pulling? So I actually like that. That's why when I pull, see, I didn't even pull from tarot because I felt like tarot was going to be like, oh, okay, too. So look, y'all, thank y'all so much. Y'all know if y'all want to get readings by me, you still can. Email me at sacredenergyexchange222@gmail.com. If y'all want to support my shop, you can go to goddessonarise.life. I just got some stuff in and I just posted it. And I remember I told you some other stuff that I'm still waiting to be shipped. I've already ordered it, but it has not shipped yet because my manufacturer, they're behind on shipment. So they've been having to, they getting out what they can get out. And I'm patient because they're reliable. You know what I'm saying? What else I got for y'all? Like I said, follow me on Instagram at the Flower Hoodie Queen. Follow me at Ajasiu UDJATCU, and keep in touch with my events that I'm doing if you're here locally in Nashville, Tennessee, so you can know where I'm at. And also come by the shop, y'all. Come by the shop. So remember, phone calls first. And for readings, appointment only. I do not do readings on the spot. All right, I do not do readings on the spot. You have to make an appointment. All right. All right. So I'm gonna ring the bell. Send this energy back to spirit, y'all. Earth, air, fire, water, spirit, y'all. Till next time, happy lunar day, happy Pisces full moon, happy Virgo season, happy May boom, peace, love, and balance. Copper Queen checking out.